today we are going to be doing the 16 personalities test. I've done this a couple times before, but every so years, shit changes because you change a lot throughout your years. So, yeah, I've done this a couple times. I think I've posted this once on this channel like years ago, but now being 21 and figuring and being different now has changed. So yeah, we're gonna be doing this test. Pretty sure a lot of you people already know what this test implies, but if you want to go take it, it's just 16 personalities. It's a free test, and yeah, let's just get right into it. You regularly make new friends. I do not. I'm not good at making friends. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Um, I would more or less really. I mean, it kind of depends on said thing, really. So I think I'll just go in the middle. Your living and working spaces are clean and organized. For the most part, I try to, but I have a lot of shit, so it's hard to. So yeah. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. No, not at all. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourselves to strangers very daunting. Yeah. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Yeah, for the most part, I try to. If I have shit to do, I probably try to do it as quickly as I can, or before it's due. I used to in school. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. I would say so, yeah. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. For the most part, I mean, I don't have like shit written down. I should because I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, but I just don't have the time to do it these days. But, you know, whatever, I guess. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah, pretty much. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone and finding interest in striking up a conversation. Nope. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. I mean, not really. I would like to, you know, be a part of a discussion about like creative stuff because I'm a very creative person. So I think talking about the different types of creativity stuff is pretty cool. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining uh, a course of action. Determining a course of action. I mean, no. Not really. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. More or less, because it's like I do the same shit. I just try to do the same shit over and over, and I have ADHD, so it's hard to just do one thing, so I have to feel like I do a million things at once. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. No, I worry a lot about that, even though, like, it's difficult because I always hate that I worry too much about what people think, but at the same time, it's like I don't give a shit. I hate that there's such a conflicting fucking bullshit of that. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Nope. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Not really. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Not really. I would recommend being honest than being sensitive. Middle, I would say. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge. Nope. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Yep. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Yeah. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. As a matter of fact, I write fictional stories for a living. I write fan fiction and I do horror, so disagree. You favor inefficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding someone's emotional aspects. Not really. You prefer to do your own chores before allowing yourself to relax. More so the middle, it depends, because, yeah. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Sort of. Depends on the situation, I guess. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings, yes. Your mood can change very quickly, yes. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Not really. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Nah. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Nope. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Not really. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. I don't really care. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. I try to. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Not really. I'm pretty consistent when it comes to shit. It's just trying to find the time to. You rarely second guess the choices you have made. Nope. I always second guess myself. Your friends would describe you as lively or outgoing. I don't really have friends, but no. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes. I'm so sorry I cannot speak tonight. You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Not really. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Sort of. You rarely feel insecure. Nope. You avoid making phone calls. Yep. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Eh. Sort of. You can easily connect with people you've just met. Nope. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Yes. You are still bothered by mistakes you made long ago. Yes. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. True, because that will spiral me down into panic attack. Your emotions control you more than you control them. That is very true. When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is more logical and efficient. I have no idea. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Not really. Or I get a dog daycare, so it's all kinds of over the place. Or it's more of like a consistent of what you need to do every day, and then yeah. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take them to feel disappointed in you. Yep. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I mean, I work at a dog daycare with other people, so it's different in that situation. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Yeah. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate ones. Nope. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. You often feel overwhelmed, yes. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Try to. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than following concrete steps. I don't really care. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. Depends. You struggle with deadlines? Not really. You feel confident in things that will work out for you? No. I am a female, and let's see results. An ISFJT. Defenders are very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. So 97% introverted. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep, meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. 57% observant. Observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth, and they tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or very likely to happen. 65% feeling. Feeling individuals value emotional expression, and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. 78% judging. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized, and they value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning spontaneity. 96% turbulent. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. No, I do not. All right. Introduction. In their unassuming, understanding way, people with the ISFJ personality type help make the world go round. Hardworking and devoted, these personalities feel a deep sense of responsibility to those around them. ISFJs can be counted on to meet deadlines, remember birthdays and special occasions, uphold traditions, and shower their loved ones with gestures of care and support. But they rarely demand recognition for all that they do, and preferring instead of operate behind the scenes. This is a capable can-do personality type with a wealth of versatile gifts. Though sensitive and caring, ISFJs also have excellent analytical abilities and an eye for detail. And despite their reverse, they tend to have well-developed people skills and robust social relationships. These personalities are truly more than sum of their parts and are varied, and their varied strengths shine in even the ordinary aspects of their daily lives. ISFJs are altruists, meeting kindness with kindness in excess and engaging the work and people they believe in with enthusiasm and generosity. One of the greatest ISFJ strengths is loyalty. They rarely allow a friendship or relationship to fade away from a lack of effort. Instead, they invest a great deal of energy in maintaining a strong connection with their loved ones, and not just by sending "how you doing" texts. People of this personality type are known for dropping everything and lending a hand whenever a friend or family member is going through a hard time. ISFJ personalities tend to feel most energized and effective when showing up for someone who needs their help, and their sense of loyalty doesn't stop them from their nearest and dearests. It often extends to their communities, their employers, and even family traditions, but the intensity of their commitment and desire to serve can have its downside. Often people may take advantage of INFJ's helpful, hardworking nature, leaving them feel burnt out and overworked. And these personalities may feel guilty or stressed when they contemplate saying no or making changes, even necessarily changes to themselves, their relationships, or the way that done things in the past. A notable ISFJ weakness is that they often find change difficult, particularly when it's sudden or involves unfamiliar territory. In fact, they are most likely to a personality type to feel stressed out by the last minute changes. The ISFJ's good enough is rarely good enough. People with this personality type can be meticulous to the point of perfectionism, and they take their responsibilities seriously and consistently going above and beyond, doing everything they can to exceed others' expectations. Despite their hard work and consistency, the personalities are known for their humility. They rarely seek the spotlight for things they do, but that doesn't mean that they're okay with being unnoticed and unappreciated. While ISFJs tend to underplay their accomplishments, that doesn't mean that they don't enjoy recognition or that they're fine with being taken for granted. Unless they learn to stand up for themselves, people with this personality type may find themselves losing their enthusiasm and motivation, eventually becoming resentful towards those who just don't seem to appreciate them. Although they are introverted, ISFJ personalities have a deeply social nature. Thanks to their ability to remember the detail of other people's lives, they have a special talent for making their friends and acquaintances feel seen, known, and cherished. Few personality types can match their ability to choose just the right gift for any occasion, whether large or small. Dedicated and thoughtful, ISFJs find great joy in helping those around them and build stable, secure, and happy lives. It may not be easy for people with this personality type to show up for themselves in the way that they show up for others, but when they do, they often find themselves with even more energy and motivation to do good in the world. So, here are my strengths and weaknesses. Supportive. People with this personality type truly enjoy helping others, and they happily share their knowledge, attention, and expertise with anyone who needs it. They strive for win-win situations, choosing teamwork over competition whenever possible. Reliable. Rather than working in sporadic, excited bursts of things half finished, ISFJ personalities are meticulous and careful, and they take a steady approach to ensuring that things are done at the highest standards, often going well beyond that is required. Further, most ISFJs agree that sustaining discipline and reliability becomes easier with them. Observant. They have a talent for noticing things, particularly about other people. They pay attention to the smallest detail of what other one says or does, and giving them unexpected insights into people's lives and emotions. Enthusiastic. When a goal is right, they apply all of their gifts to something that they believe that will make a real positive difference in people's lives, whether that's fighting poverty or with a global initiative or simply making a customer's day at work. Hardworking. They don't just get their work done, but they take pride in going above and beyond all their tasks and responsibilities. People with this personality type often form an emotional attachment to projects and organizations that they've dedicated themselves to, and they won't rest until they've done their share or more of their share to be of help. And good practical skills. The ISFJ personality type offers a rare combination of altruistic nature and hard-won practicality. They don't just hope to help others, but they take action, meaning the more than happy to roll up their sleeves and do what's necessary to care for their friends, families, and anyone who needs it. They're my weaknesses. Overly humble. They're too concerned with other people's feelings and may refuse to make their thoughts known or take any duly earned credit for their contributions. They often downplay their efforts entirely when they think they could have done something minor aspect of a task better. Taking things personally. Although they might try to hide it, people with this personality type are deeply sensitive to others' opinions, and they have thrown off bounds if someone doesn't appreciate, approve, or agree with them. When they encounter criticism or a disagreement, even if it's well-intentioned, ISFJs feel as it's experienced a personal attack. Repressing their feelings. Private and reserved, they tend to internalize their feelings, particularly negative ones. This can create misunderstandings in their relationships. Eventually, all of their repressed feelings or resentments may boil over in a sudden, uncharacteristic outburst of frustration. Reluctant to change. They are among the personality types that struggle the most with change. Breaking the tradition isn't easy for these steady personalities who place a great value on history and precedent. Even when the change is necessary, they may wait until the situation reaches a breaking point before altering the course. Too altruistic. Its giving, generous nature can leave them vulnerable to being taken advantage of by others. It's hard for them to rock the boat and stand up for someone who isn't pulling their own weight. In fact, ISFJs are the most likely personality type to say they would rather clean up someone else's messes than confront them about it directly. I would say that most of these are very true. I mean, I definitely am very known to taking things too personally and repressing my feelings, and I'm not good with change at all. And I definitely don't really say much to stand up for myself, and I, would do think that, I'm not good enough with most things, but I would say most of this is pretty true, which I think is pretty interesting. All right. Romantic relationships bring out a side of people with ISFJ personality types that may not be obvious at a first glance. Beneath their patient and demure exteriors, ISFJs throng with passionate commitment and loyalty towards people they love. At times, even these personalities themselves may be surprised by the intensity of their feelings, especially their fierce desire to protect and care for their partner. Their emotions run deep, so deep that people with this personality type may struggle to find the words to express how much their partners mean to them. But they show their affection in a million little ways on a daily basis, always eager to make their loved ones' lives better and more convenient. They can transform even the most ordinary tasks, from cooking dinner to organizing a weekend trip, in a heartfelt gesture of love. Although generally a proactive, can-do personality type, many ISFJs struggle to take the initiative when it comes to dating. Asking someone out can be incredibly uncomfortable for these personalities, who tend to worry about not only rejection, but also violating unspoken social rules. The bad news is that ISFJs can end up feeling stuck and wanting to embark on a relationship, but waiting for another person to make the first move. ISFJ personalities approach dating and romance with an enormous level of dedication and loyalty. They value deep, enduring connections and are often seeking long-term commitment rather than short-lived adventures. When they do find themselves in relationships, they are, in a word, committed. People with this personality type find a great fulfillment in sharing their time, energy, and affection with another person, and as partners, they tend to be incredibly giving and supportive. They don't take their relationships lightly, and they don't give up easily, even when the challenges inevitably arise. The personalities tend to have a realistic appreciation for the amount of effort and a healthy long-term relationship requires, and they are more willing to put in work as necessary to build a lasting bond with the person they cherish. The pragmatic approach to life can sometimes shield the incredibly strong feelings that lie within their hearts. It's no surprise then that they can take these personalities a relatively long time to recover from a heartache or a breakup or even a particularly painful disagreement. They give so much of themselves in relationships they can feel deeply hurt when they believe that someone isn't offering them love, commitment, respect, and appreciation in return. That's so very true. Unfortunately, they might find it difficult to break off a relationship even when things aren't working out. People with this personality type may hang on due to a misplaced loyalty, a general fear of change, or a hope that they can somehow figure out how to change any problem for the better. It would be a mistake, however, to think that ISFJs as pushovers in their relationships. Although these personalities generally try to avoid conflict, they have clear and firm opinions and preferences on all kinds of subjects. And when they feel as if their partner isn't respecting their wishes, all of their repressed frustration and disappointment may eventually boil over into a form of negativity, resentment, or heels dug in stubbornness. They're fully devoted themselves to their partners, but may feel unfulfilled unless they remember to also honor their hopes and dreams. In their heart of hearts, however, what ISFJ personalities want most is to ensure their partner's happiness and well-being. As long as they balance it with the desire and healthy amount of attention to their own needs and aspirations, ISFJs can enjoy the exactly sort of enduring, impassioned relationships that they always dreamed about. Friendships. Given how warm, supportive, and generous people with the ISFJ personality type they are, it's not surprising that others gravitate towards them as friends. But while they value and even cherish their friendships, they don't find it easy to bond with just anyone. They tend to be private and a bit protective of themselves. As a result, it can take them a while to open up to someone new. This explains why most ISFJ friendships don't start random encounters on a wild night out, but rather though comfortable and consistent contact, for example, at school or at work. ISFJ personalities appreciate the opportunity to deepen their connection with another person over time, gradually sharing more and more of themselves. Deep down, most ISFJs long to be liked and accepted. This is a natural desire, and it helps explain why people with this personality type are known for being such thoughtful and reliable friends. They care about what others think of them, so they strive to being the best selves in all their relationships, including their friendships. The negative friendships with the unique blend of warmth and supportive and consistency navigate. The natural ability to connect on a personal level and truly understand allows them to build strong, long-lasting bonds. This trait tends to make ISFJs exceptional friends. If taken too far, however, it can lead them to fall into the trap of people-pleasing. Some personality types have no trouble expressing an unpopular opinion or posing an awkward question, but not ISFJs. These personalities are reluctant to rock the boat, whether that means asking a friend to pay it back alone or disagreeing with where everyone wants to meet, where it wants to go to dinner. In most cases, this behavior stems from fear of being rejected. While most ISFJs are perfectly comfortable with having a small, tight-knit circle of friends, they hate the idea of risking the disapproval of even one of those friends. The problem is that over time, people-pleasing can cause these personalities to lose touch with their sense of self and their ability to make decisions based on their own terms. For a few personality types can match ISFJ's fervent desire to be there for their friends through thick and thin. Always ready to offer advice, help, and reassurance, these personalities take pride in the fact that the people turn to them in the time of need. In fact, they will even ignore their natural tendency to avoid confrontation for their closest friends, jumping in to defense when anyone calls their character into question or put them in harm's way. Showing up for their loved ones in any way they can truly offers people with this personality type a sense of purpose in life. ISFJ personalities appreciate their friends deeply and are not afraid to show it, but it may be difficult for them to ask for that same appreciation in return. In return, they crave loyalty and respect, and in an ideal world, a bit of recognition for all that they do. But even though many of these personalities crave validation and support from their friends, they tend to be too proud to ask for it, just as they're not comfortable with asking that they need help. Fortunately, with time, many ISFJs learn that anyone who takes advantage of their generous, altruistic nature isn't a true friend. People with the ISFJ personality type can become attached to their vision of how things should be. In a world of friendship, they may believe consciously or not that they should be completely selfless. But when they ease up on this expectation, balancing their friends' needs with their own, they can bring a full magnitude and their gifts to their friendships. Even they enjoy this sort of meaningful, enduring bond that makes them life worthwhile. Whew, lots of reading. This is about parenthood, but I'm not a parent, so road to independence. I'm not going to read this one because I'm not a person with a child, nor am I going to have kids. So if you want to pause to read it, you can. But this shit just ain't me. I mean, career paths. People with the ISFJ personality type approach their career paths with the same commitment, diligence, and patience that they display in other aspects of their lives. Because of this, they are often seen as the backbone of the workplace. They're generally very reliable, hardworking, and always ready to lend a hand in those who need it. They take pride in getting the job done and getting it well done, rarely cutting corners or trying to avoid a time-consuming task. The unshakable work ethic combined with a genuine desire to be of service to others make the personalities invaluable in a range of careers. Few personality type can match ISFJ's deep appreciation of what it means to play a supporting role. Rather than seeking out the spotlight for themselves, they genuinely enjoy helping and uplifting others. It's no surprise that they tend to seek out workplaces that are collaborative and team-oriented rather than competitive and high pressure. With their natural humility, these personalities tend to feel especially fulfilled by a career that allows them to facilitate others' growth, healing, and progress. The patience and ability to stay present in the moment enable them to incredibly attune to the needs and people they are serving. Teaching is a prime example of a career that takes advantage of these important strengths, as are speech therapy, occupational therapy, physical therapy, medicine, and social work. People with the personality are motivated, consistent workers, rarely losing sight of the ways in which their daily tasks can be benefited. Come here. No matter what it says on the business card, people with this personality type may work with the eye towards helping others in a practical ways. Come here, B. ISFJs tend to excel at customer service. No, I don't. With a particular gift for listening to for concerns, calming frustrations, and seeing things through a clear resolution. Clearly, you don't know me at all because I fucking hate customer service. Come here, Bean. The people skills that ISFJs call upon can also translate well into role in human resources. IT support, hospitality, retail, office administration, library, sciences, and pretty much any job that involves fielding and helping answer people's questions. Some personality types lose steam in the face of a tedious, multi-faced task, but not ISFJs. Their attentiveness to detail is among their greatest strengths, and consequently, detail-oriented fields like law, accounting, data analysis, and research can be right up their alley. What's especially notable, however, is how they stay connected to a human dimension of this work, rarely forgetting that the impact of their spreadsheets and memos might have on real people. Despite their many gifts, these personalities are unlikely to demand recognition or ask for promotions, preferring to let their work speak for itself. Given their respect for tradition and security, they generally have no problem with the idea of moving along in a structured hierarchy, trusting their bosses will promote them if it is the right time. But even the most patient person can become frustrated if their contributions seem to continuously overlooked. When the personalities finally do take a leap into management roles, they often find that their strengths are extremely well suited for building a cohesive product and effective team. Particularly since socially oriented, they have a talent for remembering things about other people, a talent that can help them connect with customer, bolster a faltering business relationship, or simply brighten a colleague's day. People with the ISFJ personality type may find it hard to part ways with employers due to their innate loyalty even when things aren't working out. But as long as they put themselves in a work environment just appreciates and take full advantage of their many strengths and talents, they can use their determination, precision, and altruistic energy to do more good in this world. Workplace habits. I don't want to read all this either. So you can read that if you want. conclusion, what we've read so far is just the introduction into complexities and caring devoted and the incredibly loyal ISFJ personality type. Along the way, you've muttered to yourself, wow, this is so accurate, it's a little creepier. Finally, someone understands me. You may even ask how they know more about me than most people I'm closest to. If you feel understood right now, it's because you are. Years of research have given us a deep insight into the unique strengths and challenges of ISFJs like you. We understand your altruism and your can-do attitude, but we also know the vulnerabilities of your personality type, including the fear that you'll fall short of your potential. But they aren't people. All right. Well, that is the ending of that. So it looks like I am a defender, which is nice. But yeah, that's basically it for this one. Let me know down in the comments of what your personality is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything's down in the description of you guys, and I will see you later. Bye bye.